everyone! So today I have my September favourites for you all. It's actually been a while since I've done a favourites video. Reason being, once we moved into the new house, I'd kind of really been focusing on mostly house stuff, and I just feel like I really wasn't getting into makeup quite as much as I had in the past, and I've just started to kind of get into a groove with my makeup and things, and I feel like I've got quite a few good favourites that are actually going to be pertinent to the coming kind of warmer weather here in Australia, but still things that will be applicable for you guys if you're just coming into fall and things like that as well. So I'm really happy with the favourites that I've got this month. I've got a kind of a mix of makeup products. I've got a house kind of product, and I've also got I've got kind of a lifestyle favourite as well. So yeah, if you want to see my favourites, keep watching. Lately I've been having a lot of problems with my skin, and I just like my skin has been breaking out. I've been quite sick. I actually had a really bad cold throughout September, and I also I found that my skin wasn't really coping well to the change in weather either, and we've just stopped using the heating in the house, so things have kind of gone a little bit crazy, and I've been trying to kind of watch my water intake and kind of and watch how my skin is going. So one thing that I've been using to kind of keep my skin in check has been the Glam Glow Youth Mud Mask. This is by far my absolute favourite mask. I'm fairly certain that this will replace all of my masks and all of my exfoliants into the future, apart from hydrating masks, but this just, it does such a good job of exfoliating the skin, making it feel really soft, and it also has really nice purifying, detoxifying properties as well. So I really love this one. When you first use it, it can tingle and feel, you get that kind of burning sensation. That is something that you actually get used to, and it is only for maybe the first 30 seconds of having the mask, but it is very full on. So that's something to keep in mind if you do end up trying this one. It is a very nice mask though. It's something that I really enjoy, and it has actually really helped to keep my skin at bay. When I get a cold like I've had, I usually end up with really kind of dry skin all around my nose and around my lips and things as well, because I end up getting really bad sinus problems, so I blow my nose a lot. So this has actually helped really well in getting rid of that really yuck dead skin. And if any of you live in Canberra, you know how bad your skin can get dehydrated here, because it is quite a dry climate, and it just kind of, I've never found anything that just gets rid of dead skin the way that this does, so really highly recommend that. I have a base product as well, and this goes along with my skin problems as well, because this product does not cling to dry patches. It's the Bobbi Brown foundation stick, the what is it, the skin foundation stick. This is in the color Cool Beige. Now the funny thing about this this color is I know that I can use it when I'm at my palest, and I can use it when I'm at my tannest, and for some reason the undertone of this just kind of blends into my skin really nicely. It's unusual. I got it when I was quite tan in Hawaii, and I've been using it throughout winter, and the color has been perfect. It's been fantastic. But the finish of this foundation, it doesn't cling to dry spots. It looks just like skin. It doesn't look overly made up, but it does a really nice job of naturally covering things. So I've got quite a few pimples at the moment because I've had such bad skin lately, because I've been so sick. And I found that this just, I don't know, it just covers it, and it makes it look absolutely flawless, and makes it just look like skin without clinging to any dry spots, without looking cakey. It's a really great foundation. I know that they did reformulate this about 12 months ago, and they made it a lot better, and I'm really loving this. I think that this really is a great foundation for somebody who likes a light to medium coverage. It's not a full coverage foundation, so by no means will it suit you if you like that kind of look, but this is a really nice everyday natural looking foundation, and I find that my skin in the dry climate doesn't actually eat it up the way that it can with some liquid foundations. So I really love this. I've also really been liking kind of minimalist, just kind of no fuss and no worry makeup. So I've been using the Maybelline Dream Bouncy Blush. This one is in the color Pink Plum. It's such a nice kind of just pink flush for the skin. You can see here I've used so much of it. The texture is a little bit odd. I use it with a brush. It's kind of that really kind of moussey texture, but quite stiff. The reason I like this so much is because it's not too pigmented. I find that it just kind of, it has just the right amount of flush to kind of give you that no effort makeup look. It's kind of got this perfect amount of pigment. If you like pigmented blushes and you like things that are going to show up really well on the skin, this isn't something that's for you. But if you like something that looks really quite natural and quite skin-like and nice and kind of just a sheer wash of color, then you'll really love this. I've got it on today and I just feel like it's that beautiful natural looking blush, and it just gives you that really nice flush to the skin without looking like you've overdone it with the blush. So I really like that. It's really easy to use, and it's no fuss. The products that I've been using lately for my quick everyday face has just been a godsend. I can get ready in like 5 to 10 minutes in the morning. It's really minimalist and really just natural. Like it just enhances the natural beauty, and this product really works for that. So really recommend these. I know that they do cop a lot of flack for not being very pigmented, but in all honesty, that's what I'm after in a cream blush. Sometimes I'm looking for something that is quite subtle and quite transparent. So I really like the Dream Bouncy blushes, and I find for a drugstore blush they actually stay on really nicely. So I recently was watching a video by Beauty by Brittany XO. She was talking about the Mary Luminizer from the Balm, and she was talking about how she has been using it with her fan brush. Now this is a MAC 184. This is my absolute favorite brush for highlighter now. Since she mentioned it, I was having a lot of problems with highlighters looking quite chunky. So going on with my regular brushes and just looking a little bit chunky on the skin, and I could not believe it. It was so simple. I had a fan brush in my collection and I've been using this with my highlighters, and it just really buffs it into the skin. So you pick up a little bit of product and then really buff it in with the fan brush, and it gives that really nice lit from within glow. I've got Becca Champagne Pop on today, which is another one of my favorites. It's just that beautiful, like just gorgeous sheen. If you can see it, I think you can. I'm kind of looking on the camera monitor here, and yeah, I think it's looking shiny. But I really love this product, and I really love it with the MAC 184 fan brush. It just really buffs it into the skin and gives that really nice ethereal glow. Because it's coming out of winter at the moment, I don't want to get too heavy-handed with the bronzer, so I've really been loving using highlighter to kind of really give dimension to the face. And this is just such a beautiful product. Becca and Jaclyn Hill really did a fantastic job when they formulated this. The color is amazing. It just gives that beautiful glow to the skin. It is quite a full-on highlighter, so if you don't like that kind of look, this isn't something for you, but it is a beautiful color, and I could imagine it would suit a lot of skin tones. I go from being around an NC 15 through to an NC 25, just throughout winter and then up to summer, and this will suit me all year round. So yeah, I'm a pale girl, but I love how the color is kind of a cross between that. It's that warm kind of cool color. It's got that cool reflect to it, but it's got that nice warm base. So this really could go with any skin tone. So I really love this color, and I really have been loving using this brush with it. I cannot thank Brittany enough because her videos are fantastic, and I never would have thought to use my fan brush because I usually use this for kind of clearing up any fallout, and using it for highlighter, I know that it's probably its intended purpose, but far out it does a really good job. So I'm really happy, and I cannot thank Brittany enough for making that suggestion, because I'd had the same problem with the Balm Mary Luminizer that she had where it comes off quite chunky with other brushes, and this really buffs it in really nicely to the skin. I have also been loving recently using lip stains, like the kind of transparent pinky reddy lip stains. This is the Sephora Lush Flush. Now I'm wearing that one today, and I coming into summer, I love lip stains. I just feel like they go onto the lips and they kind of give you that really nice blush of color, and then you can put a lip balm on over the top so it isn't drying the way that a lipstick can be, very drying on the lips. And you can put the lip balm over the top. It doesn't do anything to move the color around, and it just gives you that really nice effortless flush. Now, I believe that these ones are actually good for the cheeks as well. I find that when I use these kinds of stains on my cheeks, that they really lift the foundation off, so they don't actually suit me all that much. I do prefer actually using a proper blush, but these are fantastic for the lips. They really give that they give you that flush like you've been eating berries, or like you're just naturally you've got naturally quite pigmented lips. So I really do love that. And the added bonus is, because I can put my favorite lip balm over the top, it also infuses the lips with those moisturizing properties. So this just gives that really nice sheer wash of color that really sticks to the lips, and then I can put a lip balm over the top. So really nice and effortless. It's really been the key that I've been going for this month. So really loving that. This month really has been a very minimal makeup month for me. The products that I'm mentioning aren't really anything groundbreaking, just based on the fact that I have been so sick this month, that I have really been going for something quite minimal, and I've been trying to find that effortless, really natural, really glowing looking makeup. So that's something that I've really been focusing on lately. So the products that I'm mentioning are not groundbreaking, but they are things that really do work, and they work really well for me, and they're things that I would 100% recommend to you guys. So yeah, I'm really liking that kind of minimal look for makeup this month. I also have a house favorite as well. These are the Circa Home soy wax melts, and this is in the scent mango and papaya. I recently got one of their wax burners, and I've been using these pretty much since then in this particular scent. This scent just, it reminds me of summer. It has that really nice fruity, fresh, and really quite uplifting scent. I adore these candles. The Circa Home candles are my absolute favorite candles. They come in this lovely kind of white pot with this dark wood lid, and they look absolutely beautiful. But sometimes I can get a bit frustrated at the fact that I can't leave it I can't leave the candle alone, because you shouldn't leave a candle burning on its own. And I find that when you burn them for too long, they start to soot, and I don't like that smell of smoke. I just feel like it ruins that whole experience of having a scented candle. So I've really actually been enjoying using the wax melts. I just think that they are a fantastic product, and they have exactly the same scent that I absolutely adore in the candles, but they're just that little bit, I guess they have less of that kind of burning smell, but really, really great. The only downside to these is that I find that the scent actually leaves these after you've heated them for a couple of hours, so you do go through quite a few bricks. This is a brand new one, but I've just gone through a whole packet of them. But a really cost-effective way of scenting your home as well, because a packet of these is what, $9.95 I think, and you get up to 96 hours in this packet. But in the candles, I think they're 40-hour candles, and they're around about $40. So it's you're getting a lot more time from your wax melts than you are from your candles. The only thing that isn't really equaled is the ambience of burning a candle, the real nice kind of glow that you get from a candle. The Circa Home Wax Warmer actually has lights in it, and you can see the lights. You can see the light through the candle warmer. It does give that little bit of warmth, but not the way that a burning candle would. But you can't beat using wax melts, to be honest. You can leave them unattended. You can leave them melting for a lot longer than you can leave a candle. You don't get that burning scent, and the fragrance is a lot stronger in these than they are in the candles as well. So I really, really like that. I'm I'm a little bit obsessed with like scented products for the house. So yeah, I've got candles and wax warmers and everything everywhere all over the house, which you'll actually see in my house tour. It'll probably go up this next month. But yeah, I really enjoy things like this. I got one of the wax warmers and these melts for my brother as well, and he really likes it. So yeah, really enjoying those this month, and it's really getting me geared up for summer because it is such a kind of refreshing and fresh scent. It's a very summery scent, but I recommend checking out the mango and papaya because that is my favorite. That scent was recommended to me by an old housemate, and she used to love that. It used to be the only thing that she would burn because it was such a nice, strong, fresh scent. That kind of scent is right up my alley. I've also really been loving getting a lot more active this last month. For those of you who don't know, I actually have a puppy, and she has been getting quite I don't know, quite excitable. She's gaining a lot more energy, and she has been just needing a little bit more stimulation, needing a little bit more time out and walking and things like that, because we're in an apartment. She has access to our balconies and things, but she needs more time to go out and go walking and burn off some of the energy that she has. And I've actually been really loving keeping a little bit more active, and I've actually been tracking it on my Apple Watch. It actually astounds me how the Apple Watch can actually determine when you're exercising versus when you're just walking, but it seems to, like, it really seems to do so. Like, I'm one of those really goal-oriented people. If I can see a goal that I need to meet, and the way that they actually display it, I'll show you, like, it's displayed in a kind of round, like a round thing where you have to meet the goals by going all the way around the circle, and something like that really motivates me to keep going and to actually meet the goal, because I don't like making the day without meeting my calorie or my exercise goal. I feel like I don't set it on a super high setting, so I feel like if I'm not meeting that goal, I'm not doing a very good job at keeping active during the day. So I've really been loving using my Apple Watch to actually motivate me and track how much I'm actually expending my energy, because I really wanted to do it for both Peanut and for myself. I find that during winter I get quite lazy, and I just kind of, it gets to the point where I have to actually get my beach body back, and we've just moved into a complex that has a pool, so I would like to look a little bit fitter than I actually do at the moment, because at the moment we've been indulging a lot during the move. Like, we've been eating a lot of takeaway, and we took a little while to get set into a routine of actually cooking our meals and actually being active. I just found that we were being very sedentary, and we were being very indulgent in the way that we were eating as well. So I really want to get back on track with eating well and feeling good about myself, and really getting quite active and helping Peanut to burn a little bit more energy, because like the thing with puppies is, when you leave them at home all day and you haven't taken the time to actually take them walking and get them quite active, they actually get quite anxious, and they actually dread you leaving the house. And the more active I am with her, and the more she actually goes walking, the more I notice she doesn't actually mind when we leave for work and things like that. So it's been a really positive thing for Peanut as well as for me. It's just walking makes you feel good. I'm sure that it's the same thing for dogs. She loves going for a walk, she loves sniffing around, and I love going for the walks as well, because it's such a, like, you come back feeling very accomplished. So I've been loving tracking it on my Apple Watch. It's kept me a lot more motivated than it would if I wasn't tracking my movement. So yeah, really loving that. And lucky last for my September favorites, if you have been watching my channel or been on my Instagram or generally seen anything from me in the last maybe 3 months or so, you'll know that I'm completely obsessed with my Erin Condren Life Planner. I am still really loving this. I can't believe how much of a turnaround actually planning on paper has been for me. I am guilty of being that person who puts everything into their phone and plans everything in their phone. And because I wasn't really writing anything down and I was just accepting calendar invites and things like that, I wasn't actually remembering what I needed to do. And I found that the arbitrary things like tidying the house and going and getting remembering to get petrol and things like that, they were things that I would never keep track of. And actually writing those things down and writing down my YouTube schedule and writing down everything that I really need to do and all of the little things has kept me so much more organized and so motivated. I honestly was getting to the stage where I was just sitting around the house and I was doing nothing on my days off, and because I have a pattern of shifts that I work on a continual kind of rotating roster, I would have a 5-day break every 3 weeks and sit here and do absolutely nothing. And it was just getting so frustrating. I was getting so anxious that things weren't getting done. And it was because I wasn't setting myself any goals. And my life planner has actually helped me really set my goals and really keep track of my expenses, really keep track of just what needs to be done and when I should be doing it. And by putting it out on paper, I find that I'm actually remembering more. Because I'm physically writing it out, I'm committing it to memory as well, and I've just found that I'm just a lot more goal oriented. I'm really making sure I'm doing all of the tasks that are written down, and it's kept me very organized, and I've found that this has really calmed me down, and it's really just, it's changed my whole perspective on things. I go to my to-do list every day, I look at the things that I really need to get done, and I just do them. And then I know that by the end of the day, when everything is done, I can just sit and I can relax and I can watch Netflix. And by actually writing everything down and planning out when you're going to do things during your week, you can schedule yourself a little bit of you time and just take the time to unwind and relax. I hate to harp on about this because I know my channel is a beauty channel, but the planning as well has actually had a really big effect on my channel too. I've been making a lot more time to actually film my videos and really schedule myself, and because it has made such a huge impact on my life, I have been bringing it over to my channel, because I know a lot of you are actually watching my videos based on the fact that I am a beauty YouTuber, but it is something that I really, really enjoy, and I really love the creative aspect of using stickers and things like that to really plan my weeks. So I feel like that kind of ties in with the creative aspect of my makeup and beauty videos. But yeah, I've really, really been loving this. It's just made such a huge difference on my life, and I know that sounds so stupid, but seriously, I really, really recommend actually planning things on paper. I was an absolute advocate for electronically planning on my computer, planning on my phones and putting everything in there. But the difference that writing down all the little things makes, it's just phenomenal. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed my favorites. It was a little bit of a mix. I've been quite ill, so it's been a little bit of a different month for me, in the fact that I've been focusing on things to make myself, I don't know, make myself look better than bad. I feel like I've been focusing on things to make myself look like my regular self rather than look like somebody who just rolled out of bed and turned up. These products are actually things that I've really been focusing on using in order to kind of just look like my best self rather than trying to look too made up. But my tastes, they change every month. Depending on what I've got going on, sometimes I will go out and I'll do a huge big face of makeup, and other times I'll just kind of I'll do something quite natural and just kind of have a real focus on trying to get my skin good and things like that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.